So everybody has been talking about this Keke Palmer and Darius situation, where the father of her child essentially came to social media and publicly criticised her for what she wore to an Usher concert. I want to talk about it from the perspective of motherhood. This is not a question of, is it morally right or wrong for her to wear this outfit? Every person makes their own judgment as to what they think is appropriate to wear or not to wear. If it were me, I don't think I would wear it. It's not my style of clothing. But this is not the main topic that irks me about this conversation. What bothers me is the idea that once you become a mother, all kind of sexuality that you had before has now been erased from you or should be erased. And B, the argument that now you have to be an example to your child. So to start off with, how you ended up as a mother was your sexuality. Like, you actually had sex with someone to get pregnant and have said child. So to divorce motherhood from sexuality it's a bit ridiculous. And people have 2, 3, 4, 5 and more children, which means after you had the first child, you were still having some kind of sexuality, sexual situations happening, all of that stuff. So to act as if once you become a mother, like that part of you just disappears, or at least disappears from public view, I think is ridiculous. I think that if you want to be an example to your child, or if someone should be an example to their child, then the example that you have should just be you as a person. I'm of the opinion that if something is morally wrong, it's morally wrong all the time. It doesn't just become morally wrong when you become a mother. If dressing in scantily clad clothing is wrong, then it's just wrong all the time. It doesn't all of a sudden become wrong when you become a mother. It's the lack of consistency and perspective for me that annoys me. If you meet a woman or a man dressing in sexy clothes before they had a baby, before you were in a relationship with them, and then they get together with you and they have a child, they are still the same person after having said child as after. Some things do change, but their values essentially stay the same. And if their values change, it's because they chose to change those values, but you can't go into it expecting that their values are just going to change. If she wanted to dress sexy beforehand, she's going to continue to dress sexy after.